I did want to talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo. So the news broke during yesterday's episode of Carving It Up Live that he had signed a 3-year, $186 million extension with the Milwaukee Bucks. And this ultimately validates what I've been saying about Giannis for about a month and a half. That you noticed all offseason, and it's been a long one. It's the longest Bucks offseason I can remember, given the fact that they went out unceremoniously in the first round against the 8 Miami Heat, who, in Milwaukee's defense, they did lose to the finals runner-up, but still Milwaukee should have won that series. They were certainly the more talented team when it was all said and done. However, all offseason long, you heard Giannis talking about, hey, I'm in it to win it, so to speak. And if the Milwaukee Bucks don't show me that their mindset is on winning a championship and competing at the highest level, then simply put, I'm going to leave in all likelihood in free agency in 2025. He said that outright. He said, if Milwaukee's not in on winning, then I'm out of here. And Milwaukee's like, okay, this is our best player since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Let's get him somebody. And they got him Damian Lillard. And as they say, history often repeats itself. Because ironically, following a gentleman's sweep to the Miami Heat, who went on to lose the finals, Giannis, who won MVP that season in 2020, the bubble year, the COVID year, comes out and is very tentative, very hesitant to sign that extension with the Milwaukee Bucks. And I'm sure I had conversations within the building saying that I'm not staying if y'all don't give me somebody. And they trade for Drew Holiday. And Milwaukee wins the championship. But even before the championship, what happens before that season? 1 month after the Drew Holiday trade, Giannis signs the extension to stay a Milwaukee Buck for the future, for the next few years, rather. Puts the Bucks in the same position. In Milwaukee, we know, good as they are still a small market team. The only way for them to acquire superstars is either to draft them, which is incredibly difficult to do, and obviously trade for them, which you give up a lot of assets. In doing so, they happen to give up Drew Holiday in that trade, Grayson Allen, other players, in order to get Damian Lillard to Milwaukee. And Giannis signs the extension yesterday. And what I love, and my man John Rivera, I'm going to have to give him credit because he commented this on my show yesterday when I was talking about this, is that this contract for Giannis really lines up with Dame's contract. So Giannis has the rest of this year. Whether he'll opt into the year following this year, to me, is borderline irrelevant, given the fact that he's already signed this extension. But Giannis is in Milwaukee for the long haul. Dame's in Milwaukee for the long haul as well. And those two are going to compete for multiple championships. Obviously, I think certainly Bucks fans would agree with this. I think NBA fans would agree that as good as that team is and as great as that duo is, I think it's the second best duo in basketball to Jokic and Jamal Murray. Only reason I put Jokic and Murray above them, I don't think Murray's better than Dame, but we've seen them do it in the playoffs. We've seen them be very successful in the past. I think you're kind of in the mindset where you're like, hey, if you're the Milwaukee Bucks, at some point, like, when are we going to break through and potentially be the next dynasty? Because let's be honest, the Golden State dynasty, my Warriors, we've probably only got another 2-3 years left. And can Milwaukee break through, stop the dynasty short, and start their own? They've already got one, which they won 2 years ago, or technically 3 seasons ago in the 2020 through 21 season, which they beat the Phoenix Suns to do so. But man, good for Giannis. He got his money. He's going to make an average of $62 million a year. He could have made more than this, but what I love, what this message to me sends about Giannis is Milwaukee Bucks are saying, hey, Giannis, we kept our end of the deal. We showed you we're about winning. And Giannis is like, I bet you are about winning. Where's the dotted line? Let me sign here. And so he's all in the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks obviously are all in on him. And obviously they're going to compete for a championship this year and be one of the contenders in the Eastern Conference. Thanks so much for watching the show on YouTube. And be sure to go click that big red subscribe button and check out the other clips and full shows from Carving It Up Live, as well as our other incredible content creators here on the Grid Network.